Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Pitstop Fracas. And today we're here to review the Canadian Grand Prix. I'm joined by none other than Kunle. How are you fit today, Kunle?
Shit, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Boy, I'm smoking on Alonso pack, boy. I'm great, fam. You get me? I'm great.
You like it? I love it, boy.
Hey, listen, a great man once said, "You like it, I love it." Straight like that. Martz, how we doing today, brother?
Oh boy, the hater gene in me. It's never felt more alive. Never felt more alive. Rest in peace. I told you, man. There's only 18 drivers on the grid. Yeah, 18. Remember that.
Talk those things, fam. Talk those things. Anyways, just a bit of housekeeping before we get started. Please make sure to follow us on our socials on the Pitstop Fracas on both Twitter and Instagram. Also, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, trying to get to 1,000 followers. Once we get there, I'm going to be giving a prize away once we do. Also, don't forget to follow us on both Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Trying to get to 250 reviews per platform. Sorry about that. Once we do, I'm also going to give a prize away there as well. So please make sure to give us a 5-star review. Anyways, to kick off with proceedings, we will move on to quali. And it was And it was a bit of a wet quali, to be fair. Max got pole. Alonso got, Spas P2. Sainz got P3. Maybe expected more of them. And it was gone into a P4. So, Martin, we'll come to you on this. What is your takeaway from qualifying?
I think that might have been the worst qualifying I've ever watched in a long time, man. No, seriously. Apart from Spa, was it Spa last year? That was horrible.
That was not F1 weekend. We don't record that weekend. We don't talk about that weekend. No.
Hey, the pod was great though, but the race was
The pod was great. The pod was great. All the pods that came out that weekend was great, but the race, the weekend, nah.
No, but I think this was. I was watching it yesterday and I couldn't focus because, for one, the camera director, whoever he was, needs to be fired, bruv. Guys, we never saw one whole lap throughout the whole thing, It was just chopping and changing. Guys were coming to the end of the thing, and it's like you just couldn't focus. You were just following the times on the timing screen, and then once that man kind of got where he got, that was just it was just a horrible quality, man. But well done, Lewis, for putting it on P4. And then the bozoed.
Yeah, most definitely. Kunle, you have any takeaways from qualifying?
I mean, to be fair, Matt said it all, man. The thing is, I feel like when there's no rain predicted for the whole weekend, it messes up the way teams set up their cars, right? And you could tell that was what was going on. So like they set up the car for dry race, but they literally had to like thug it through qualifying. Plus, there was people that was gonna have engine, people were gonna get sent to the back. People were gonna like be bozos. A certain driver from a certain organization crashed out in Q2. A certain driver from a certain organization tried to put on slicks when it was still wet, and there were still wet patches, and they went off the road. And whether you like it or not, Max can drive in the wet. The boy can drive, and he stuck it on pole. And unfortunately, that old bozo got P2. I don't know how he got P2. I don't know. But then, in his defense, throughout qualifying, he did look good. For some weird reason, he looked good. It looked like he could have gotten pole, but every time anyone tried to get close to Max was literally qualifying against himself. And Sainz, we already know Sainz don't have that dog in him. Like, he ain't that guy. He couldn't put Ferrari in the front row, so he had to settle in behind Alonso. But then everyone else, like Lewis at P4, George tried to do something crazy and couldn't get a better second run in Q3. But to be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was watching it, take my eyes away from it. I'll watch, take my eyes away. because it's the summer, we're outside. I'm not gonna stay inside to watch a wet qualifying when I wasn't even sure if it was gonna happen or not. So I was watching on my phone. We gotta save the data, right? Watch a bit. All right, quick burst. Close the phone. I watch it again. Close the phone. That was what it was. So yeah.
Trust me, man. You didn't miss much, bro. You didn't miss much.
I know. I mean, I know. It was the the same set of people that I didn't expect to make Q2. Didn't make Q2. I was surprised to see the Haas that high though. No, that was the only. I feel like based on recent results, the Haas being that high was quite surprising, and I don't know if there was any genuine pace, or if it was just a madness of they set up the race, they set up their car for qualifying and didn't set it up for the race. I don't know.
I think Joe had a good quali as well. He did really well to qualify Bottas. I mean, Bottas was normally very good qualifier. Don't know what happened this weekend, but yeah, Joe did his thing. Can't lie, man.
Bottas is a good qualifier in the dry, in the wet. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't recall any great Bottas qualifying in the wet. In the dry, yeah. But I don't think it's yeah.
But yeah, I think Joe and Ralph's nephew, he did well as well in the quali to get into Q3, and then was it started P7? Or was it P6?
I think P6 was, yeah.
P6,
like that.
yeah,
It was like,
P6.
it was extra K-Mag going in here.
Yeah. So yeah, they did well, man.
K-Mag.
And to do it in the wet weather after his giggling in Monaco, I've never driven in this weather before.
That's it. It's actually
No, I don't understand why he did that though. Like, what was that about?
It's like, oh my god, it's so wet today. It's like, fucking hell, bro. It's like, why would you confess that like on television? Oh my god, it's so wet today. Like, bro. Oh. And then he goes to put it 6.
You know what? I've got a joke, but if I say that joke, we're not gonna make it out of the hood. So I'm gonna keep it.
Today, let's off it. Yeah. Let's keep it. Shh. Let's keep that. Shh. You get me? That's right. So yeah, it was. I thought quality was alright. To be fair, the order did get shaken up. A certain pensioner did unfortunately get PTO on showing great pace. Max was Max. He was slapping the second each lap on someone's dead top as the track was drying out. The makes done their thing, of course. Sands, I can't lie, I was expecting more. Yeah, I can't lie, I was expecting more Sands, I thought maybe it might have been a great opportunity for him to get on pole because he was looking decent as well, but unfortunately that wasn't really the case. The Hazards, they look like they set up for
He
quality.
made a mistake, innit? He made a mistake.
Alex Albon too, like he made it to P2, he made it to Q2, right? And he was like 12th, and he looked close to getting into like.
I think that was more because the Aston Martins were just crap, rather than Albon.
Yeah, they ruined the tire pressures for the cars. That's why in F3 you don't mute Kunle. Kunle, you're on mute.
Yeah, I got it. Norris.
No, you know what's funny, yeah? Because you're gonna watch back the video. If anyone watches back the video,
they're gonna think that it's not syncing.
Kunle out to sync,
I'm dead. Yeah, I was gonna say like Norris had engine issues and Aston Martin didn't put enough tire pressure on the car properly or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I quickly looked at. Yeah, so that was Daddy balls off the team, to be fair, because it said they did look quick in FP3, and that was the fluky because even Stroll was doing the mad thing, but then of course he dropped on Q1, and then it's just harder all the way around, and then Leclerc fucking he went into he had a run in Q1 as well. And I don't know if he didn't have a run in Q2, did he? No, he didn't have a run in Q2.
He did.
I think he just did Q1 and then he bounced.
Yeah, just kept a step, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of Shaw, let's talk about his performance today. As you know, a certain cast member has said it's the greatest recovery drive ever, which is a mad statement. like Superman, especially since he wasn't really, slapping it up on the TV like that. I forget what I mean. If you compare it to like Lewis of last year in Brazil, like he looked majestic on camera, if you know what I mean, when he was overtaking man. Shaw, it was really majestic. You get me? I was a bit like, it was a bit. No, I mean, he got fifth for it. You know what I mean? Martz, can you talk about Shaw's performance? Obviously, we ain't dick riders in here, so we're not gonna lord over him. We'll just give him small. You get me? But let's talk about Shaw's performance.
No, it was a good drive, man. Very talented. He's a talented driver, isn't he?
Bro, say what it is. It was basic as fuck. It was basic as fuck.
Man said that whole basic.
Nah, man, don't props the guy when there's no props to be given. Say the truth, man. Anik is not here.
I genuinely thought at times it was a very good drive for him. I mean, the first 14 laps, I think he got to P13 from P19. So I mean, to do that quickly, I think then he got stuck in a DRS train, which kind of hindered him. Don't know how he struggled so much to get past them, but Stroll was just on his terrorism, just holding up everyone. I don't know how and why, but he was just struggling to get past him. Anything else after that, I genuinely don't think he pitted and then he just got past everyone and kind of just got his way past the Alpines on medium tires. But this Ferrari's a superior car, so you kind of expected it. And you could say it's basic, but a lot of drivers will struggle to do that. What he did from basically coming from the back of the grid to fifth. But obviously, certain man out here talking brazy, saying about greatest recovery drive. Like we didn't see two greatest recovery drives last season in Hungary and Brazil. Bro, his comeuppance, his time is coming, bro. His time is coming, and I'll be there to watch him get buried. Look, he's getting buried right now on Twitter, and I'll be there to bury him even more, bro. I'll be like that elephant, bro, that stomped at that woman, then come to her funeral and stomp right again.
The block, stomped it on some more. Say, hey, let me dead this bitch some more. Stop. Yo, the elephants are sick animals. I didn't even know they have a memory to last 100 years or something like that. That's crazy, But anyways, moving off topic, fam. Kunle, do you have anything to say on Shaw's majestic inverted commas performance?
It wasn't majestic. It wasn't, I'm not even. Again, this is not me trying to hate. Like, we've seen majestic drives.
No, sprinkle some hate. Come on.
Firstly, Anik's a bozo. Secondly, fuck Ferrari. Thirdly, it was a basic drive. You have the fastest car. Everything's fresh in your car. New engine, new ice, new power unit, everything fresh. If you got the dog in you, you should be finishing like P3. Bear in mind, there was 2 virtual safety cars, 1 full safety car. You get me? Like, let's say first something laps, he went from P19 to P14. Real thought he overtook. Who did he overtake that was special in that race? Latifi, Yuki, Gasly, Lando Norris with engine issues, or who else was there? Like, it wasn't anything special. He pulled up behind Ocon. It was stuck behind Ocon for as long as I can remember. For like forever. He couldn't, like, he was saying, oh no, we need to do something else. Oh no, I'm giving it my all. It's not moving. I'm trying, I'm giving. Bruh, you're not good. If you're not good enough, you're not good enough. What's it now? He went from 30-something points ahead of Max to being 40-something behind, no? Is the maths correct?
33 points ahead to 49 points within 5 races.
Within 5, 1,
what, 2, 3, 5 races? Yeah?
Wasn't that something like that? It's not even up to 5 races.
That, yeah.
Probably like 4. Yeah. No, 1, 2,
It's,
3,
let's give
4,
or say,
5.
it's 4-5 races, isn't it?
And a certain man is in the group chat saying it was a recovery drive. Oh my god! Now I've seen Lewis do recovery drives. That's proper recovery drives. I've seen Seb. I don't even like Seb, but I've seen Seb do recovery drives. That is recovery. Those were recoveries. Seb done it I think he done it in Abu Dhabi those years ago. He went from last to probably winning the race a second. I've seen
No, it was
Lewis,
Brazil in it. It was Brazil.
Was it Brazil?
2012.
He did it in Brazil.
Yeah, he got taken out, and then he managed to get like sixth or something. To win the championship.
To win the championship.
Yeah,
I think he had one in those Red Bull years where he went from like last to like finishing second or first. One of those ones.
Yeah.
Seen Lewis just done it like literally like a couple months ago. It's not even been that long. In Brazil, you know, he went from 20th to 10th, and then from 10th to win the race. That is recovery. Like we don't do them ones here where it's like basic. You get P5, you get like, oh, you did well done, nice race. Here, have a medal, participation medal. No. If you're gonna recover, you're recovering properly. You should be like, again, why are people forgetting that there was 2 VSCs and a full safety lap? I mean a full safety car where like you get the opportunity to close up and get new tires, but then it's still struggling. The only time it was able to get past was when there was no DRS trim. And this is Canada. There was a lot of overtakes, but I wasn't really impressed. Like Leclerc just did what he should do in the fastest car. Now, if he had won the race, or if he had come second or made it to the podium, then I'll be like, okay, now that's a recovery drive by a generational talent. But he ain't got that dog in him. Like it wasn't a recovery drive for me. And me personally, I don't know about Anik, but then me, I don't have Leclerc's dick in my mouth, so I gotta say it as it is. But yeah.
Yo.
Why?
Fucking hell.
It's what it is.
It's true, but the way you just said it just killed me, man. Fucking hell. Oh. Anyways, enough praising Leclerc. Let's move on to Merc and their performance. Martz talks to me about Lewis' performance.
Let's get to the praise right now. Let's get to the praise right now. Yeah, come on.
We spoke about the bozos. Let's get to the cooking.
Come on. Hey, listen, man. Hey, it's been a long time. It's been a long time for this. Since what, Bahrain? Jesus.
Yeah, Bahrain. Yeah,
it's been 2,000 years,
bro. I mean, you know what it is, yeah. I'm happy that we got P3, yeah. But that top 5 streak is still going on, and I hate it.
It's inevitable, bro. Bro, you can't hate. He's inevitable.
You know what? Yeah, he got so lucky as well with that second virtual safety car, because that he was not going to be able to pit, and then that second virtual safety car happened, and he came out like right behind Lewis, and I'm like, how does this always happen to him? Bro, the guy's luck is just crazy.
He caught life. Crazy. He caught life with that virtual safety car,
bro. But yeah, man, that was an overall good performance. James Allison is still bozo. But yeah, that's it. Good performance today. Yeah, and Lewis is smiling all weekend, apart from obviously Friday after FP1, but he's been smiling all weekend. And yeah, that's the end of the street tracks for a while until Singapore. So we're on to Silverstone next, and got some smoother circuits. So we'll see what Merc can do there. Toto seems a bit more optimistic for those types of circuits. So we'll see if he's lying again or not.
See if he's capping or not now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not buying. You see me, I'm a simple man. In life, I like the simple things. I like when it happens, when I see it, I take it. You see Louis P3 today, I take it, I celebrate it, have a little mullah you got, drink some Fanta, enjoy the rest of my evening. But you see all of that talk about, oh yeah, maybe we're going to be good in Silverstone, maybe not. Nah, I'm not buying it. Before we know it, we're gonna be in Silverstone, and Lewis is gonna be singing again. My back, my neck, my ankles, my knee. Like, nah, Silverstone's got them long straights too. Like, yo, I'm not going into that race with any sort of like.
In all fairness, though, the car went porpoising that much.
Hey, look, but on Friday, the car was undrivable on Friday.
Yeah, I think that was just a setup in it, and because it's a street track, it's going to be bumpy. That's what they're saying. But because it's a smoother track, then they're hoping
we'll see. But, to be honest, I feel like at some point today Lewis looked comfortable in P3. It didn't look like anyone was going to touch him. Like, even with the virtual safety car, there was a point Russell was catching him, but it still felt like even if Russell came close, it would still be able to pit and catch him on track and overtake him again with fresher tires. So it was a good control drive. And there was a point where he had fastest lap, and it was lapping as fast as Max and Sainz, and was even at the restart in the safety car, like, they were telling Max that Lewis might be a challenge, but obviously, all things being equal, the Mercedes car is still the third best car on the grid. It's still not good enough. Like, if all drivers drive like normal human beings and not be bozos, the Mercedes car shouldn't be finishing anything higher than P6.
Yeah, like, I mean, you see it, bro. Like, when you see that car down the straight line, how even in Lewis having DRS or Max was just still pulling away from him.
It was crazy. Yeah, so it's barely fast on the straights. It's not good in the slow. It's not good in fast corners. It's not really good anyway. Let's keep it a buck. It's not good in the wet. Yesterday was a wet race. It was a wet qualifying. You think, okay, maybe it's a wet qualifying. It's gonna neutralize everyone, but still, like, Max was still putting like almost 2 seconds on their head. So, if we're being realistic, I'm not expecting much for Silverstone. But the Lewis fan in me wants a good Mercedes to turn up at Silverstone, be on the podium at least. I don't care what happens to the other idiots. If they're gonna blow off their engines, let them blow it off. If they're gonna crash into each other, let them crash into each other. Like, Silverstone is the one weekend where I don't want everything to be equal. I want a Lewis, I want to see a happy Lewis in Silverstone, because there's 2 tracks that Lewis likes. Actually, 3: Interlagos, Silverstone, and Canada. Canada is just finished. There's a happy man in Canada. I want to see a happy Lewis in Silverstone, and even in Hungary, it does well in Hungary too, and Interlagos. So I don't know, man. James, Toto, whoever, like the dishwasher in Brackley, just do something and make that car decent. That P3 wouldn't be like a win. P3 would be like, oh, we could have finished higher than P3. Because today, after the safety car, when the safety car went, Max and Sainz literally pulled off. They literally got like 10 seconds about 5 seconds on him.
You saw no time. On the first lap. After the first lap, they were like, Lewis was already 1.2 seconds down.
He literally couldn't match them, and they were fighting each other, right? So, and normally when 2 cars are like going, like when one car is trying to overtake another car, the person that wins the most is the guy behind them, but they were like pulling away, and I don't want to see that for Lewis. So, but yeah, I'm happy with P3. I'm happy he caught life with this weekend. But that Russell P5, man, it's like, this guy inevitable at this point, and I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say with that guy. It's just, can't beat the guy, can't knock him off. But well done to Merrick this weekend. They did all right.
Nah, they did do all right as well. Even on the pit stops, they did well, because I thought there might have been a bozo moments where they'd end up like sitting 2 other teams in McLaren and Ferrari, but they didn't. But no, it's a good performance from Lewis. He did well to consolidate third. Obviously, you couldn't catch up to the Red Bulls and Ferraris because they were just clear. And then Russell, he's inevitable. They got another top 5 finish. You can't hate on that still. But yeah, talking about bozos, let's move on to them. And that's about McLaren and Ferrari with their pit stop errors. We see Lando, they fucked up his pit stop, the right front. It took about 2 minutes to get that out. And then Ferrari, theirs was quite slow as well, to be fair. Not as bad as Lando's. Kunle, I'm coming to you on this. talk to me about Ferrari's mishap, because I know they're your ops. So I'll let you give them some corn.
Ha 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 ha. I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. You know what? You see that team from Italy? Fuck them. I don't care about them. I don't like them. I would never support them. And I hope that one day that institution folds. I don't care if they're Ferrari heritage or not. I hope they get bankrupted one day and rest in peace. In the group chat, I was saying it, that these guys, they're going to fuck it up. And they fucked it up. Firstly, why did they leave Leclerc out for that long? It wasn't getting past Ocon. It wasn't going to have any trouble getting past Vettel if they were scared of Vettel, because Vettel wasn't really that fast. It wasn't going to have any trouble getting past Vettel again, but they still left him out there on like old hard tires that had no grip, that had no pace and no traction, and they were just there. Secondly, Sainz. I don't know what they tried to do with Sainz, but it was basically do the opposite to Max. But that still didn't work out. Like, that still made no sense. You were not, so the thing is, if you try to do the opposite to someone, you have to be trying an alternative strategy. Yes or no? So if you're doing opposite to Max, maybe you want to go two-stop, but you still want to do opposite to him. So I'm guessing you're going to do hard, you're going to go do medium, hard, or something like that. You know, something that will give you some sort of pace differential to catch up and go past and have something durable. But you did something different and still ended up at the same strategy as Max. Like, there was no way that race was going to be one stop. No way. Because even the guys that came on the hard tires were already complaining. Like, you cannot compare yourself. Your car eats tires like it's eating breakfast. It's like your degradation on tires is not the best. But you're trying to compare yourself to, like, who was it that did 40-something laps on those hards? I think that was Stroll, right?
It was Shaw.
But then that's not...
Well?
No, Stroll did a long... Stroll had a long stint.
Yeah, Shaw did 47 on the hards.
Yeah, it was
47, and then Shaw did 41 on the hards.
41 on the hard. So, like...
And Bottas did 49 on the hards as well.
But then, if you look at the pace of those guys, they were not really going forward. Stroll was being a terrorist, literally holding up everyone behind him. Yeah. And he had the DRS train running, and no one could do anything. So why are you trying to look at Stroll's tires to compare to yours when, like, look, I feel like Formula One should be simple. The person right in front of you pits, unless you believe in yourself that you can extend that stint and do overcut within 3 laps, you pit behind them and you trust your team to give you a better pit stop than them. I mean, you're probably never going to get a better pit stop than the Red Bull. That's not like, Red Bull's pit stop. They love their pit stops there. But you try to extend it and then it doesn't work. And then you caught life. Sainz caught life with the second, I think it was the second virtual safety car that gave him life. But then at that point, everyone's going to be bundled up and everyone can literally go pit again and get fresh tires. And then it's like, okay, yeah, safety car window is going to open up. But then when the safety car comes, you can pit, I can pit, my grandma can pit, and we're all going to come out literally behind each other. And the whole point of you having tire advantage goes. And the funny thing is, when the safety car window came, he pitted and he came out behind. I don't know what happened there, but he came out behind. So what was the whole point? Like, I was saying in the group chat, like, they're not going to get past P2 with Sainz just because they've left him out for too long. The strategy is not really that different. They're just basically doing it on, you know what? This was the definition of vibes and inshallah. It was basically safety car and inshallah. Like, we're going to hope for 3 safety cars and we're going to use the 3 safety cars to pit. And they still finish P2. It's pointless. Like, it makes no sense. And yeah, fuck Ferrari.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Martz.
No, I ain't got that to say them boy. It's a red boy.
What about McLaren? Their pit stop mistake was even more horrendous. Fucking hell.
They just surprised back in Woking, bruv. Like, what they doing? Man came out with no. I think the thing is, I think they did the same thing where I think they did it before as well, where they did a double stack and they weren't ready for it. I don't think they were ready for Norris to come in for the double stack, and they just kind of said, "Yeah, double stack, go Norris come in," and he came in. It's just silly, man. They're just silly all around.
They didn't even have his tires ready. They didn't even know what tires were going to go in his car.
That's it, man. And Ricardo's stop was even slower as well. So it was like they held up Lando already, and then they held him up.
Yeah, they don't. Lando has
like all around.
Lando's weekend all around was half. It was like the car wasn't just ready for him this weekend. Like he had engine issues in qualifying, and I think those engine issues, I think they continued into the race because I don't think they really changed any parts of his engine or something like that. I'm not sure. I didn't read what parts got changed on the cars, but like he had engine issues in qualifying, and then they put him in the race, and he didn't really have that much pace, and then they messed up his pit stop, and at some point it was running net last because apart from Latifi don't count, but at some point it was literally behind. It was behind everyone else, and he sucked. I felt bad for the guy though.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm sorry. This Anik cooking is making me laugh so much, bro. I'm just reading through all these quotes. Guy, yeah. He can't come outside again. He can't come outside.
It's got to stay indoors, fam. Stay indoors for life. Anyways, speaking of someone's boy, that is no other than Yuki Martz. I know you're someone who has a bit of stock in Yuki, don't you? And he managed to crash under the safety car, basically, come out the pits.
You were the safety car.
I mean, he caused the safety car. Sorry, he caused the safety car even. Yeah. But I think he crashed coming out of the pits. Funny enough. So, Martz, just a brief chat on your boy Yuki. Can you explain why he crashed under no pressure, causing well, he spiced up the race, to be fair, so I can't hate. But still, it's a bit of a balls mistake.
I don't know.
Answer. I said, I don't know.
I leave UK alone, man. Stop bullying UK.
I'm bullying. I just want to ask the question. I'm not bullying.
He just said, you know what?
He had a bad moment. Man. Just leave UK. Yeah. He'll recover.
It's just one of them days, isn't it? It's just like
people have done that lots of times.
Listen, at the end of the day, he still has more points than a certain man in it. So he scores points. I'm just gonna say certain man out here. After what? We're in July now? Or June? Sorry, still in June. After 18 months, still don't have a point in F1? I'm just what I'm saying. Yeah? Certain drivers have, what is it? Joe has, same amount of points as he has race finishes? Wow.
30 plus races, eh?
Crazy.
Anyways, let's move on.
He has the same amount of points as I have race starts. Imagine that.
Wow.
Mazza.
And you've never stepped foot in an F1 car ever.
Exactly.
Bruh. Spooky.
Well, yeah, I mean, what Yuki done, I don't know. I think he came out too quickly and then just kind of binned it. It is what it is.
He spiced up the race, man. I can't hate still. I can't hate on that.
Yeah, man. Give us some good last 15 laps in it. So that's it.
I can't hate on still. Shout out Yuki, anyways. Anyways, let's move on to everyone's favorite driver. That is none other than El Espanol, Mr. Fernando Alonso. Now, there's all this gas, all this hype that he got his first front row start in 10 years. Martz, quickly, how old was you 10 years ago? Or what was you doing 10 years ago when Mr. Alonso got his last front row start.
Mate, I don't even think was I even doing my GCSEs then? I don't
Yeah, he
even
must
think
be
so.
the prime squad, no?
Nah, man, I think I was 10 years ago. Nah, 10 years ago, yeah, man. I wasn't even in year 11 yet. I was still
Damn.
doing my GCSEs, bruv. I was just
Damn.
starting them. Yeah, bruv.
Uncle Kunle, what about you, brother? What you say, fresh in college?
I was a bit older still, like nah, 10 years ago. Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Kunle was in LA lounges back then times.
Nah, 10 years ago, I think it was called Governor's Bar then. It wasn't any lounge yet. If you know, you know. Just behind Canning Town, just around the corner. Not that far from Canning Town still. But yeah, 10 years ago, that was a long time ago, boy. That was a very long time ago. I think I was probably putting my UCAS together or something like that, or waiting to get called back from UCAS or something like that. But yeah, life has come at Alonso fast. You know, from generational someone that was going to take over from Michael Schumacher to celebration of front rows, like
Scary.
Scary days for El Plan. Yeah. He was a sitting duck today, to be honest. I mean, I think in his defense, he did say like their natural position would have been P6.
There's no defense.
No, there's no defense, but yeah.
He is what he is.
Come on. Let's talk.
That's what he is.
I mean, his teammate beat him again. You know, it started from P2. Ended up according to a tweet that I just seen, he got moved
down to P9.
He got moved down to P9.
Was it from P2 to team orders?
From P2 to team orders to P9 to P9. And you know what? Yeah, Ocon tried. Ocon was still staying within DRS zone so that he could get DRS and not getting overtaken by Bottas and Zhu. But you know, Bozo's gonna Bozo, swerve on the straight. You don't do that on the straight. You know, it's no. It's still one line.
It's
not a you're not going for a drive-through shooting. You know, it's not a drive-by. It's a Formula One race. You know, you stay in your racing line. But Alonso wouldn't know that, right? I mean, all he cares about is Lewis Hamilton. I mean, Lewis got like a whole castle in his head. Let's skip it back. Lewis got a castle in Alonso's head because every minute it's like, where Hamilton? Bro, mind your fucking business and drive your fucking car and don't swerve on the straight. But yeah, I mean, I don't care about Alonso, to be fair. At this point, it's like beating a dead horse. He's dead. Get him out of here. Like, let him go home.
Nah, you keep on beating it though.
Listen, I'm coming back to stomp on his grave as well. When he
you can be the elephant, like you can be the elephant. Like, I'm not gonna be the elephant. He can be the elephant. It's like
throw it in, yeah. Have that bitch looking like the London Lights.
Come to the funeral to confirm that he's dead. Like spit it up again and throw him down. Like, yeah, you're dead now. If he wasn't dead before. But nah, I'm not.
That's gonna be just as big Fendi sitting there. I can't tell to see that.
I mean, to be honest, you're probably gonna need a makeover to look white to be able to get in because they're not gonna let you in, you know. Based on saying, yeah, yeah. But yeah, Alonso is from. I don't want to see him next year, to be honest. I'm tired of seeing his face. He should go do indie racing or like Le Mans. It says Le Mans is more interesting. Yeah, go do Le Mans then. Like, why are you here? Why are you taking up space? Just disturbing my time and stressing my life.
His Father's Day should have been with his kids. What's he doing out here racing cars, bro?
You shouldn't be racing again. You shouldn't be racing against people that should be your kids. You should be with your kids. Like,
Yeah.
Was it Max's what Max was talking about how he used to watch Alonso be on the P2
What,
stuff?
ITV? Oh.
Murray Walker.
Yo, Matt, what's his name? Max having fucking ITV in Holland is crazy, you know. That's crazy.
Was it like Mick as well? Was it Mick born a month after? Was it Piastri was born a month after Alonso made his debut? That's how long this man's been out here. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be fair,
crazy, like.
I'm tired of talking about Alonso, man. This is.
Oh shit, 21. Raw.
Yeah. What happened to 21?
No, that's how old their Piastri's.
Oh yeah, he's young. He's young.
Yo, Alonso needs to dip, man. 10 toes up this bitch. You taking a bare seat and scaring the hose, man. P2 to team orders, you know. Sitting man's goat.
I'm sure he got gassed when he got P2 yesterday. Like, yes, we're gonna be able
of course he did.
But by lap,
yeah.
I swear by lap 4 it was already P4.
Listen,
bro,
this man knew what he was doing, yeah. He didn't care about Max at all, bro. You saw the way he just let Max pass at one point.
The only person he cared about was Lewis.
It was Lewis. That was it. It was
that's the only person. That's the only person Alonso cares about in F1. The only reason why
Lewis, you know what, yeah? Lewis was smart this time. He didn't even try to fight him, yeah, and waste his tires. All Lewis did was said, I'm gonna stay close to you and wait till I'm on a on a straight and use the DRS. Because I ain't got time for you today, big man. I ain't got time for you.
Simple, man, right? It's the simple things. DRS straight. There's one long DRS straight, and there's another like little mini DRS. If I don't get you at the first one, I'll get you at the second one, and I'm gonna drop you. Life is easy. Life is simple. But yeah, let's talk about better things, man. Alonso is not one of them. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
as I said, 80 drivers on the grid, and he's not one of them.
Who is the other one that's not one of them?
Mick.
Leave Ralph's nephew alone, man.
Let Ralph's nephew's left, man.
It's actually your boy, Richard, but oh well.
He had the best race to Alonso still, but you know what I mean.
I want to like Mick. But bro, nah.
Mm.
The fact that he had the hype before he even had a race just makes me sick.
Listen, I know we're starting tweet of the week, innit? We're starting tweet of the week, yeah. But whoever suggested that tweet to us about Mick Backmarker, that is an elite slander name. That is an elite.
Was it Backmarker or something? That is
something Mick Backmarker or something like that, or Back or something like that.
Yeah, Backmarker. Yeah, that is insane slander name. Insane.
That is. People are wicked. People are treacherous.
Hang on, coming from you. Come on, Kunle.
No, I hate on principle. My hating is principle based. That's just it.
The only principle I hate is the
Wicked and Badger.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, I don't hate that many drivers. It's just one or two that I don't like.
I can't say what I said after the preview pod anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I can't say what I said on the pod, but yeah.
But
I know how I feel about all those other drivers except 3: Yuki, Zhao, and Hamilton, and Checo at times.
I like Yuki. I like Yuki a lot.
I like Yuki. He's good vibes.
He's a good youth. Like he don't want trouble. He don't want trouble with anyone. He just comes, he goes to school, he comes to work, and he goes back home to play the PS5. Like easy. It's not
just normal kid.
He's not joining gangs. He's not repping colors. He's not flagging for no. He's not flagging for no set. He's trying to be a good kid. But yeah, I don't know why you can hate Yuki.
It's true. It's bad value hating Yuki. Anyway, let's move on to the driver of the day. And I can't lie to you, I don't know who's driver of the day for me. I have to keep it a book. I struggled still. I know it doesn't say it in Man of Ferrari, but it's saying,
I'm giving it to Zhao, Triple Zhao. That's gonna be my driver of the day. I think he had a good race, and he's going to the points again. As I said, more career points than certain other drivers. We move in it.
That's true. Kunle, your driver of the day?
No, man. Any of them youths can get it, to be fair. I mean, like, I like Stroll had a good drive. You know,
got him. Yeah,
a bit of terrorism, a bit of managing his tires, and he started from like way back too. He started from like 16th,
like 18th or 17th.
Yeah, so that is recovery. Your car is not the fastest, but you still hold up. You managed to like get 10 in the home race too. Like that's his hometown. He's in front of his own family and friends, and he's getting points. That is good. I also feel like Max had a very matured drive. He had a champion's drive today. It wasn't rattled. It wasn't rattled at any point. Even when it was behind signs, and when they would have had to like change up the strategy for him to like be able to like overtake on track and win. It wasn't really rattled. And at some point, there wasn't even a two-way communication. It was only like one-way communication on pit radio. So like I don't like the guy. I still think it looks like a penis, but I can't take away. I cannot take away the and what I've seen this season is come into his own. And I feel like that's the thing that being a champion does for you. Like it gives you that element of maturity and calm. Even though he still has his moments where he throws, it's complaining all the time. But like when you see him on track, look at yesterday. Every time someone tried to get close to his time, boom, it was putting like 9 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths. It kept on going, it kept on going. And today as well, like when he needed to be fast, it was fast. When he needed to defend from signs, he defended from signs. Now, maybe if it was a different driver behind him, he might have been rattled, but I didn't sense any sort of like being rattled or being worried about the driver behind him. And that was like, when you're a champion, you get that. So maybe Max. But yeah, it was definitely not Leclerc because he didn't really do anything special. Not George Russell, definitely not Alonso. Yeah. So between Max and Stroll, anyone that gets it, good for them. But I would edge towards Stroll because Canadian heritage.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Max had a really good job. Gave Carlos Monza 2020 flashbacks when he was stuck behind Gasly. So it kind of shows that maybe defending against Sainz is maybe not that difficult, perhaps. Yeah, someone said it. Yeah, Stroll had a good job. Yeah, of course had a little recovery job. Did a bit of terrorism. Gotta respect that. Ocon as well, finished ahead of Alonso. Yeah, that's just hate. You know what I mean? And Lewis, of course, Blackman Tax, he got a podium, so got to rep that still. So yeah, just pick whoever from there. Proud Boy had a good race, but I don't care about him because I've got an agenda. So yeah, anyways, let's move on to Latifi Awards. Who is your Latifi Award, Martz?
The old man that shouldn't be in the sport. I was going to give it to K-Mag, but then I have to give it to him, man. Getting a 5-second penalty, finishing behind your teammate after you started P2. Yeah,
scary hours. Kunle.
Yeah, F Alonso. F. Alonso. Driver number car 14. It's car 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The pilot of car number 14. Yeah.
I respect it still. Yeah. K-Mag, he's up there because he tries to. Whenever he tries to do wheel to wheel with Lewis, it always ends spectacularly bad. Like, I just don't get it. It's so mad.
K-Mag. Let's talk about K-Mag.
Okay, let's talk about K-Mag.
Let's give K-Mag 1 minute, like a quick minute. What the fuck is wrong with K-Mag?
Yo, big man thing. I don't know what his problem is this season. Do you know what? Yeah, there's a listener's question. Let's hold.
We've got listener's question. All right.
Yeah, based on K-Mac. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
we'll
Based
get
on
there.
K-Mac.
Okay. no
Well,
problem.
let's move on. Yeah, Massey Award.
Yeah, McLaren.
Yeah,
Yeah, McLaren. Nah,
I can't answer that.
McLaren.
Yeah, that's
Man.
it.
It was a horrible
McLaren?
weekend, McLaren.
Yeah.
For an institution that's been in Formula One for this long,
Can't do this basic double stack.
yeah, double stacking is. I mean, double stacking has become an essential part of the sport. That you either do it if you know how to do it, or you don't do it at all. You know, and today was an example of how not to double stack. If you want to see how to double stack, go back to one of those China races. I think Mercedes did it in a China race, and they got it spot on. That's how to double stack. But if you don't want to, every team should literally watch McLaren did this weekend, and that is how not to double stack. So yeah, McLaren.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. That's fine with me. Okay, let's move on to listeners' questions. First question is at Jan F1 underscore. Shout out Jan. And his question is: to what length should McLaren go to get rid of Recon Artist? And do you agree Norris should be kept away from this 32-year-old childish cringe clown at all costs? Recon Artist is a great starter name. I can't lie to you. That's a great answer to name. Shout out Jan for that. I like that.
I'm sorry.
That's a great slander name. I can't lie. I like that. Recon Artist.
Wait,
Okay.
who tweeted that? Who was that? Who asked that question?
Jan F1 underscore.
Jan, you're a nasty human being, but I love it. I love it. I respect it. The lengths you record. Oh fuck you! I'm dead.
Yeah,
that is
they
top
need
tier
to
starter,
to get rid of him. Do whatever you can to get rid of him because I feel like he's done now. There's not much more he can give. I suppose today really went on him. I think he did what he could. The car went great this weekend anyway, and as I said, they gave him a slow pit stop. But yeah, it's obviously him and Lando don't really click together either. So their whole thing of marketing them as like the I don't know,
the double act, whatever.
The Dick and Dom of
the
Ant and Dec of F1 kind of isn't working, is it? Like they don't really click. They don't have that bromance that Norris and Carlos had, where it's kind of like a Harvey Specter Mike Ross type thing. Where now it's just get rid of him. I know. Listen, he's not good. I mean, he'll be missed in certain places, but he can go IndyCar and he'll bat it up there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Again, I've been said this for a very long time, probably since race 1 of last season, that Ricciardo ain't McLaren. Like I said it, and it pains me to say because there used to be a time in my life where I used to argue for Ricciardo versus Max Verstappen. I argued for that. I was team Danny Rick for a very long time. There was a debate.
Was it back in the day? Yeah.
It was a debate.
Yeah, for a few years, sure.
Well,
When debate my head. I knew.
For me,
I said I've been new.
Yeah, you got that dog in him.
For me, I thought, because of the way he came in at Red Bull at the time, and he literally, it was fearless when he came to Seb.
Listen, when these Red Bull guys come up here, none of them have that dog in them. Only Max does. And that's the most amount of praise I'll give that boy.
Seb had it.
You did.
Seb had it. Yeah, Seb had it. Seb
I know you're a hater still, but he did.
Yeah, Seb had it. And when Danny Rick came, and in that year, that 2014 season where it was all about Lewis and Nico, the third best driver on the grid was Danny Rick.
Yeah, but that's because Vettel gave up. But he was trying to break his contract. It wasn't like he was like doing things to win. He was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, he was like, I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, but still,
he's like, honestly, never mind. I'm off.
And the drop off in performance, the drop off in, there's certain drivers you see them and you look at them like, you know what? When our car is driving well, you're a reliable P7, P8 in a worst case situation.
He was complaining, about a 19-year-old and it not being fair that he had to be the toe for him. He was complaining like, it's not fair. It's not fair. You're a big man and you're complaining about a 19-year-old. Move, man. I'm tired of it.
And back to the question. I think to be looking at the market right now, definitely not for any of the F2 drivers. Because them dogs ain't dogs. They're puppies. They're probably never gonna grow into dogs. Probably moving around like little chihuahuas. Yeah. So yeah, and Gasly
sucks like Roy Nassau, and
the next best option would have been Gasly, but Gasly he's got death. It looks like they've got his family and friends under a knife. Like, you don't sign, we kill them off at Alpha Tauri. So I think he signed another contract there. Who else is probably going to be available? Nobody. So
Kobayashi.
But
bring him back.
Kimi is like 50 years old, no?
35 actually.
35. Nah, he's not. Nah, man. I'm not. I love Kimi. No, he's not.
He never got a chance. He never got a chance.
He never got a chance at a top team. I don't know. Maybe his marketability wasn't there, or he didn't have sponsors. I think he didn't have sponsors at the time when F1 was still heavily sponsored. So yeah, I don't know if there's anyone better out there to bring in. That's not Kimuyi Kobayashi or Kimi Raikkonen. Then yeah, but I don't think there's anyone younger or much that would be able to like push Lando. I don't think Lando rates Danny Rick. To be fair, I don't think he rates him as a driver.
I don't rate Hamilton. You don't rate no one.
So I don't know, man. I feel like we're stuck to the end of that contract until the driver market becomes open again at the end of 2023. So maybe when his contract comes up, Pierre Gasly might be available at the time, or someone else on the grid, or maybe Albon. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. It sucks, man. I'm depressed talking about Danny Rick, man. I used to like the guy. Now I want him out of my team. I want him out of my sport because it's taking up space as well. But yeah, he built it to the game.
Cool. Right. Next question is at David SB4_. Does Leclerc win the race in Carlos's position?
Next question.
Is that your answer for no?
No, of course he doesn't. I don't think Sainz didn't make any mistakes. He didn't do anything dumb. It's just that the car is just not there. Like, and Ferrari were gonna put Ferrari at some point, and they did Ferrari. So it's like, what more could Sainz do this weekend? Nothing really. I feel like Max was just caught Leclerc again, like he did. Was it Miami? Was it Miami? I can't remember. Or was it Melbourne?
I don't remember myself.
Yeah, I think it might have been Melbourne, right? He got past and he just caught him again.
Yeah,
it was one of them races.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't think Leclerc wins. I think in that situation, Leclerc rides one of the curb too hard, and he goes into the Wall of Champions. I'm serious. I think that's what happens if Leclerc was the one chasing. Leclerc is not the best chaser. He's not shown to be the best chaser. He can defend from the front, fair enough. If he's in the lead, he can hold the lead, but it's not.
Because he still ain't won a race from pole.
Yeah,
was it two? Is it 2 races from pole he's won? That pole conversion, hella scary.
No. It's all every race he's won has been from pole, but never every pole that he's had he's converted into a race win.
He's only one from pole. He's not one from behind Paul.
second or further.
Yeah, and that's what Anik
Scary.
is. That what Anik's trying to call generational?
Mm.
Fuck, he makes me sick.
No,
But
nasty,
so it's I don't think Leclerc wins. I think Leclerc crashes, or they both crash. I don't think Leclerc wins. Yeah.
I hear that still. Right, next question is off Chris. Is Ocon a top 5 real G on the grid? Open the door for Hamilton behind both Alonso and Leclerc in hell. And another question: is K-Mag bottom 5 in racecraft? Miami, Barcelona, and today lost points through foolishness. So
why is he talking about K-Mag when look what his boys doing, bruv? Why is he talking about K-Mag? Don't bring up other man. Fix your house first. Come on.
Okay, it's Ocon a top 5 real G, Kunle?
Ocon's Team LH. Like, don't forget, Ocon used to be a Mercedes driver, right? So he's Team LH. So I don't think he has problems with Lewis. I think he definitely wants to show up Alonso to say, hey, look, I deserve to be here. Yeah, you might be like 50, but I'm the leader of this team. Like, you might be the old head, but this is my team. You're going to leave and they're going to build this team around me. So know your place, my G. And yeah, Leclerc just couldn't get past. Like, Leclerc literally, he had DRS, he had everything, he just couldn't get past. But when Lewis had him on ropes. Lewis had him skating. Like, screw, see you later, sayonara. There's certain levels to being a good driver, being a great driver, and being the GOAT. And Lewis is the GOAT. The others are good drivers. That's what it is.
Okay, next question. Is at XJade
Carter. Oh yeah, K-Mag. Yeah, K-Mag.
Oh yeah, the K-Mag one. Sorry.
K-Mag. Yeah, like I said.
Is he bottom 5 in racecraft, basically?
Is mid in wheel to wheel. Is very mid. And I think that's always been an issue with K-Mag from when he first came to the sport as a McLaren driver all those years. It would do things in qualifying that would make you think, whoa, K-Mag, wow, very special. But then when it was time to race, it would easily crash into someone else and not give a fuck. It doesn't see the bigger picture. He had him in Barcelona with him and Lewis. It happened today again. Lewis could have easily gotten a puncture and ruined his race just because of K-Mag's foolishness. K-Mag ruined his own race just because, just consider the corner. You're not making the corner. You're not ahead. Just let the man go and you try the next DRS point or something like that or the next straight. But no, he just decides to be foolish and do stupidness. So, yeah, K-Mag needs to relax, man. He needs to relax. That's it.
Okay, next question is from XJade Carter X. Will Sainz win a race this season without Verstappen or Leclerc DNFing?
Possibly.
Even if the DNF will even win a race.
I'm inclined to agree. I don't.
It looks like there's more chances. There's more chances of him being P18 when the DNF than him being P3 when the DNF. Like, I don't know. I like Carlos. I like Carlito. I've always liked him from when he was in what did they used to be called? Red Bull's feeder team. What did they used to be called?
Toro Rosso.
When he was in Toro Rosso, he looked like he could hold his own on track. He had like decent racetrack. Bozo moments, but he had decent racecraft. But now he's in a Ferrari. I'm expecting more. You're in like arguably the first or the second car on the grid. But you're not. I don't see him pushing hardly enough. I feel like Carlos is one of those guys that needs to be the underdog. He needs to be in like the fourth, he needs to be in like the Alpha Tuaris, Toro Rossos, and then he gets the surprise podium. He gets a surprise second place. And everybody's like, whoa, what a drive. A beautiful drive from Carlos Sainz, not expecting him to be there. But now that he's there, he might be struggling with the lights. You know, it's not looking like. I hate to say it. His daddy's son.
We're saying he's got dad issues, yeah?
I don't know.
Say man, I've dad issues, yeah?
Because I remember in was it Spain when they had his daddy handing out was it the podiums or the what did they hand?
Yeah,
like
the podium pole position award thing to
yeah,
Shaw.
it was looking a bit like I wish it was my son here. Like you know, you're the son that stepped up. So a situation, you know, like
While my other son stepped down.
yeah, I would hate that his daddy adopts a different son.
Damn son, I hate it had to be him.
You know, I would hate you know, but nah, I don't know, man. He's not showing anything to show that he can win a race this year.
Nah, he'll win one, man. He'll win one.
You think?
Yeah.
How long do you give him? How long are you giving him before if he's not won a race by then you're like backing out of giving him a race win this year? It's a long season, but slowly and gently we're counting off the races. It's gonna be summer break soon.
Okay, Martz, just on that point, yeah. Just to answer this next question follows up into basically the previous one. It's from it's Bertrand. Will Sainz ever win a race, or has he not got that dog in him?
No, he will get a race win. I just don't. I'm trying to think where.
Where do you see it happening?
I think maybe Singapore or something. I think maybe Singapore he might get a Fugazi one day.
But in Singapore, you gotta get pole to win Singapore.
Yeah,
and you need to have the dog in you.
You need to have like Singapore is not Singapore. Drivers be complaining in Singapore like that. It's life or death.
He might get it in Singapore. I think.
I don't know, man.
I don't Silverstone. No.
Silverstone, no. Monza, Austria.
France this year as well. France, I think that's another Red Bull dub. I mean, it's looking hard to see. Maybe Monza he might win it there. We'll see.
Even if it's P1 in Monza and Leclerc is P2, I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, we know Leclerc can't win from.
I know Ferrari are giving team orders, 100%.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Still. It looks a bit shaky. I don't see where he wins. To be fair, unless there's crazy reliability issues for the other drivers, where like there's no one else apart from Red Bull and Ferrari that can possibly win the race, and Perez, Max, and Leclerc have issues in that race. I don't see Sainz winning. To be fair, that's just yeah.
Yeah, I think stuff will have to fall in place for him in order to win a race, really. But yeah, let's move.
Yeah, I don't think he wins without any DNFs, basically.
Yeah,
but I do think he does win one at some point this year.
Okay, let's move to the next question. It's at SWVG Lord 1. How long can heritage tax last? Because Ferrari look a real AlphaTauri-ish, and I'm talking about 2014 AlphaTauri.
Wait, what?
He said, how long can heritage tax last? Because Ferrari look a real AlphaTauri-ish, and I'm talking about 2014, Toro Rosso. 2014 Toro Rosso, basically.
They were bad, didn't it? They were bad. But was Carlos Sainz driving for them in 2014?
No, it wasn't. It was the year after.
Wasn't that John Eric Verne? Wasn't that John Eric Verne or Brandon Hartley or something?
Nothing.
It wasn't Harley, no.
They had a weird driver pairing that year. 2014. Was it Kvyat?
I think about Kvyat.
You know.
Toro Rosso 2014.
Yeah, John Eric Verne and who's the other guy? Kvyat, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know John Eric Verne was there.
Yeah, it was them two. That was 2014. So yeah, we're saying it's looking a bit AlphaTauri-ish.
I don't think Ferrari are gonna be that bad. I don't think they're gonna be that bad.
Ferrari winning that, man. I think we all knew this as well. There's only two people that thought they were gonna win in the group chat, and it's like, well, we're seeing it's not happening now. So
yeah,
Ferrari are definitely gonna Ferrari. I mean,
it's the heritage of the F1. Ferrari.
I know there's a lot of people like me that just hate Red Bull, and they just don't want to see happiness for any of those people at an energy drink company. But you just got to accept it. It is what it is. You got these two.
Yeah,
they're gonna do it. But
now, if Ferrari had Mercedes driver lineup, that's a different case.
It's like expecting Hermes to deliver your parcel. Like, you can't rely on Ferrari at all, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about the delivery company, not the designer.
Designer, I know. Now they changed. Now they rebranded to.
They're still trash.
What's it? Yeah, it's still There's still a 2-pack of ash. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what the way they dashing your parcel right off the gates, and they take a picture of it like in the air. And you know, yeah. You think about the party, like honestly, never mind. I didn't need that anyway. I'm good. Yeah, one of them ones in it. Okay, next question. At Zozo, was it Zozo Zola? Would Leclerc beat Verstappen in a Mercedes car? I'll answer this. No.
No. In this Mercedes? No.
Yes. No.
No. It's not even getting P6.
Straight like that? No. Martz? No. Simple. Okay, next question. At AFC Josh 2, if Hamilton was in science position today, would he beat Max? I'd say yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, we saw it last year. There was times last year where Hamilton had this slow car and he was beating Max. Why wouldn't he do it in a Ferrari?
Yeah.
I mean, Sainz was what, 7 tenths, within 7 tenths at the DRS point. Hamilton's making that.
Lewis would have
mistakes to lose time and stuff.
Lewis would have figured out where he was losing time.
The only thing is Max probably crashed into him, so
maybe Max probably don't let Lewis go if they're side by side, but Lewis definitely gets side by side at least. I don't think he just clears him like that, because Max was comfy. He wasn't even sweating.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't sweating. No, he was hella comfy.
Very comfy.
Okay, next question is at Noverion22. What is your view of Mercedes after the Canadian Grand Prix? I mean, we've kind of already touched on it anyway, to be fair. Like, they did look good today, so it's kind of already been answered. Next question at Edo14_. Would Ekin-Su beat Sainz in the same car? Yo, this guy's a sicko, you know. Would Ekin-Su beat Sainz in the same whip, you know?
No, Ekin-Su is tenacious, though. She puts on pressure.
Hey,
Ekin-Su don't think no. So, Ekin-Su goes for what she wants. So it might be a sticky one for Carlos. But nah,
I'd say, yeah, you know. I think over quality, 50, what you say, 15-7, yeah, Ekin-Su. Over races. 18-4 or something, yeah. I'm thinking Ekin-Su, you know.
Ekin-Su's she's gonna get that moment, but nah, let's be serious here, man.
She's a good wet weather driver too.
And she's good in the wet. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Boy, shout out Ekin-Su.
Shout out Love Island, man.
Shout out. Fucking hell.
He's good in the wet. Fucking hell.
Okay, I think we're round off with the last question.
What's the last one?
Oh fuck! I've just lost it. Oh yeah. What? Oh, you're gonna love this one. At Waynesworld 20_. At what stage does that surname juice run out for Mick? Just how much of an L did the plan take today? I mean, it wasn't his fault that he DNF'd, but I'll let your man cook, I guess. What what point does the juice run out? In fact, has it already run out?
I think people are starting to not care no more. I mean, man are addressing him as just Mick now. No one's really addressing him as Mick Schumacher all the time. Or no one's really addressing him as Schumacher. They're literally addressing him as Mick now. So I think we've run. Hey, Matt, you're on mute.
The stock is just going down. Like
Yeah,
the whole
it's going
stock, like the whole family name is just losing value every time he gets in a car. It's just scary out.
I don't really that juice is, I think it's so dry. It needs a point, man. That kid needs a point very soon. When it gets a point, the stock might go up a bit, but until it gets that point, it's in pretty times. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. And what was the second question?
About El Plan. The plan done.
El Plan's done, man. Done and murdered. Fuck El Plan, bro. You're on mute, Richard.
So, no, he was saying the plan for Mick today. Did it like take an L or whatever?
Oh, I thought he was talking about. the retirement plan. But,
no, let's talk about the Paella guy. No,
Mick DNF'd, right? Mick DNF'd. He couldn't do anything about. It wasn't a driver issue. It wasn't like he crashed into DNF and it just lost drive. So, that's on Ferrari engine and Haas and Gunther to figure out what's going on there. And it wasn't. I don't think he was driving. I mean, it was going backwards. He probably wouldn't. He probably would have finished outside of the points regardless because it looked like it was sliding back. But there's nothing he could do about DNF still. Like keeping it back. That's it.
Nah, yes, it's true. You might have to look today, but yeah, he needs to try to grab a point sooner rather than later, because it's looking a bit sticky on steel. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. As I said, make sure like, comment, subscribe on the videos, follow us on the socials, leave us 5-star review, the usual shit. And till next time, we'll see you at Silverstone. And peace.